touch you a little bit, and the universe said to put my fingers in your ears. And you can see that my right finger, right here, is higher than this finger, which means the bat wing on this side is higher than the bat wing on that side, which means your sphenoid bone's misaligned. I'm a social worker by profession. I have been for over 40 years, and I've also been a rehabilitation professional for about over 20 years. And I find that adding energy work to my practice, which is holistic, has improved the effectiveness and the results for clients dramatically.
Awesome. So I'm going to pass you the cards. I'm going to get you to put them into 3 piles.
Whatever comes up for you, I'm happy.
Lovely. And then you can put them back together again any which way. I'm clairvoyant, which means clear vision. So I do get visions that come in. Sometimes they're a little bit of a movie or a video. Sometimes it's just a direct picture. Sometimes it's more symbolic. So it's always kind of different in that sense. I'm also a clairsentient, which means I get clear feelings in my body. For example, I was doing a reading for a lady at a market, and this was years ago, and I was like, oh, I'm picking up stuff right here, right in my belly, and she lifted up her shirt and there was a big scar. Although we wanted to talk more about like work and career, I'm getting a lot of stuff around love. Feels like somebody that has like a really good heart. But what I love about him is that there's just this passion or this energy that comes forward.
Everybody who's watching this program has probably heard of chi or prana, and that's what we're working with. And life force energy is the distinguishing factor in anything that's living compared to something that's not living. And life force energy is the flow of energy from creation, from divinity, from the source of life. And due to karma, emotional trauma, physical trauma such as injuries, negative thinking, this flow in our bodies gets restricted. Typically one side of the collarbone is higher than the other, and we can see the difference in the height right here. The universe says there's no accidents, but I wasn't looking for it.
The cards give me a map of kind of where to start and where to begin with. And from there, then I'm able to open up and just allow the messages to pour through. So part of it is kind of like channeling, where it's just coming and I'm just talking and talking and talking. Sometimes I'm more aware of it, and sometimes it's just being in that flow and just allowing everything to come forward. Feeling of things washing by you or washing past you. So I feel like there's almost like a cleansing that's taking place within that.
Using myself as the channel or the flow for this energy realigned the physical structure in her body. And the bones typically move back into perfect alignment in just a matter of seconds with a very light touch. And I could have done everything I did with her with absolutely no touch at all.
The shifting of the bones when he's touching certain areas, I can definitely feel that. I feel the shift. I feel it drop or go into place. Felt my tailbone go down. Typically I get pain in my neck and shoulders, so I really felt that kind of release some of that tension out of there. I feel very relaxed right now.
The main reason why the energy drains from our main chakra system is due to negative thinking. Fearful thoughts, shame, guilt, anger, these types of things, as opposed to loving thoughts and compassion and forgiveness.
So it's just making more room for more love to be able to come about, and it's really beautiful. So don't be afraid to let go. That is like, the main thing is just like letting go, and there's just that sense of trust. I always set the intention for every reading that the messages come through, that they be of love, light, healing, and peace for the greatest good of all. There's enough negativity in this world, and there's enough negativity that we create within our minds, and it's all about finding positive solutions, because that positive energy has a really high vibration to it. And the beautiful thing about high vibes is that it always brings up the lower ones. So it's more about focusing on the positive. If there is an issue that needs to be resolved, then yeah, we talk about it. But we're able to talk about it in such a way that it helps people to understand it more, more and have a greater sense of awareness. And when you have that awareness, then suddenly it just opens everything up, and then you have more tools that you're able to use to be able to approach it and to start to work with it rather than fighting against it.
A reading is always an enlightening experience because then I know where I'm going is right, and I can see my choices before me, which is really nice. Andrea is so accurate, and really these cards told my story very, very well. I'm amazed.
I've been doing it for 10 years now, and so I get to see the proof in the predictions that I'm making, and I get to see the growth that comes forward within people as well. And that's what's so beautiful, is to see people in that enlightened state, to see people achieving their dreams and feeling good about their lives, because we all deserve that.